In general, AI is just one of the many technologies which are important to consider also ethical guidelines. Any technology shapes us. So the perception nowadays, it's quite normal to always look on your phone. It is perceived to be normal to sit at a romantic dinner, but always look also at your news feed from your social media apps. These are things which have been totally forbidden like 50 years ago. So it's really shaping us. And also the actions, people nowadays do some crazy activities which they wouldn't have done. And that's not only because of AI and because of new technology. Also, a very simple thing like a door handle. Just imagine a door wouldn't have a handle. What would we do? But it's very normal for us. Okay, we have a door and we have to push the handle down and it will open. This has somehow changed the way how we act. We naturally do that. Actually, I have at home mounted my doors the way that you have to push the handle up in order to open it. It's quite funny to see how long it takes some people to be able to open that door. Okay, so technology is changing us. Now let's speak about the ethical aspects. In general, ethics is about awareness. If we are not aware of what we are doing, we cannot act good. It's about responsibility. In order to really say we're doing ethics, we have to make it a problem of ourselves. We cannot say, okay, yeah, and we involve some ethical people who check that. No, to make it our own problem when we develop a system. We have to critically think. We have to not only develop a system that solves a problem saying, yeah, it works. We have to really think about, yeah, but what if, when? And for that, it's typically good to put the devil's advocate, some other person into place, asking, hey, try out to breach the borders of my system. And very important is not only think about these items, but also perform actions. And there are 7 requirements which are defined by the high-level expert group on AI, which are requirements on AI. One is the human inclusion and insight. So the human has to be aware that it is talking to an AI, has to say, hey, hello, I'm the bot, blah, 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 blah. Not just, hey, hello, how are you? And the human is not even aware talking to an AI. Another aspect is technical stability and safety. Of course, we don't want to interact with an AI which can fail or maybe cause us harm. Personal privacy and data management. We don't want all the data being leaked or used for things which we do not agree to. GDPR was very helpful to prevent that from happening. Transparency. An AI should not only say, I am an AI, but also why has it done which decision. Diversity, so it shouldn't be biased to a specific gender or age or any specific, in some specific domains to people who know more or less about something. Generally, it should be social and looking for the environmental well-being. So an AI which requires so many resources that it at the end harms the environment more than a human throughout the whole lifetime is not an AI which is to be rolled out in the broad. And finally, accountability. If an AI takes action, it has to be defined who is responsible for that. And most of the times the AI itself is still seen as a technology, so it has to be the people behind the technology who become responsible, and that is quite hard. Whom to make responsible for what? An easy example is here the self-driving cars. If there is some possibility of a crash happening, the system says warning to the user, and the user has to interact and drive. So the responsibility is then typically on the user side.